Alright, so I'm back on the property right now. I've got this small little food plot that I've been planning to open up for some time now. Just a little opening back in here. You kind of see it's, open with some brush and stuff. Now they got big trees all around this here, so I may have to take a few of those out just so I can get a little bit better sunlight in here. Alright, so I've been working on getting all the brush cleared out of here with the loppers, and man, has that been working slick. If you're gonna have to take out brush, I will use those any day over a chainsaw. Just so much easier to maneuver and get into those tight spots and get those branches clipped. And you can really clip them fast and then just pick them up, grab them, throw them in a pile, or toss them into the woods wherever you want to get them. But now I've got the slate kind of cleaned a little bit. I'm still going to extend it into some other areas, but I want to get a few trees laid down in the ground here. So that's a little suggestion for you, is clear out your area first, get all the sticks and small stuff out of the way, then drop your big trees, because it's going to be so much easier to get at all of the areas of that tree to cut it up. Another little tip that I'm doing is that when I cut down some of these trees, I'm going to tip them out into the outer edges of the food plot so that the tops land out in the woods area. That means that any brush is left outside of the food plot, and then you don't have to clean that stuff. As long as it's not blocking trails to get in and out of your food plot, it's going to make it very nice to not have to pick up, a ton more sticks. I took all the brush that was in here and I put it in a big pile right here. And the tree that I'm hoping to put a deer stand in is that one right there. But this is also going to give me some cover as I'm trying to get into the stand, because straight across that food plot there is going to be the main bedding area, so I'm going to have to be really stealthy to get in and hunt this spot. I just got the food plot completely cleared of all the trees. I got some maple stumps in the food plot, and those will put up a lot of good suckers that the deer can browse on when they're in the food plot. So they'll be able to eat all the food plot that I plant, but then they'll also be able to have some variety within the food plot. As you guys can see, it's all cleared out and fairly open. So now the next step at this point is I've got a rake, and I'm going to pull up all of the debris, all the leaves, all the junk. You could burn it, but I just don't really feel real comfortable burning at this point. Plus I think it's actually illegal or something right now to burn because of this coronavirus stuff. So what I suggest is, if you're going to clear up the debris, is that you use a metal, oh, I got crud all over this thing, that you use a metal rake like this. That way, you're not, if you use a regular rake out here, oh my gosh, you're just gonna have headache after headache. But this thing can actually dig down to the ground and pull things out pretty good. One of the big advantages to doing this type of style of food plot, where you don't bring in any big equipment or anything, you just do it with a chainsaw and hand tools, you can actually keep the soil undisturbed for the most part. You're not making ruts and tearing things up, whereas I used a bobcat on my first two small food plots, and one of the problems that I ran into was that when the tires, I got stuck spinning a couple times, and it pulls up all that junky, crappy soil underneath. It was sandy on that spot, so it pulled up all the sand on top of all the black dirt, and then next thing I know, I'm having a hard time getting a food plot growing in there because I don't got very good soil. This food plot here, though, I mean, if you take a look at this, take a look at that rich black dirt right there. That's all going to be preserved. All right, so I've been getting up each morning to go rake out this food plot. So total right now, I probably got about 10 or so hours, 10 to 12 hours into this food plot right now. And as you can see, it's just raked into the leaf piles. So still got to get like 40 some piles of leaves out of here. But it's coming together. I just about have this food plot ready to plant. Boom! Just finished clearing the food plot officially. Well, this has been quite the journey to get this thing opened up. Oh, I've probably got 15 to 17 hours into this thing. Something that I've learned in the process of creating these food plots in the woods is that when you cut down balsams or any sort of pine trees, they release acid into the soil through the root system. All of that just kind of dumps out and leaches out. And so I had some really tough challenges this year getting my seed to grow, especially since I didn't put down any lime. So into the future, I'm going to be trying out some liquid lime by Buck Bribe, and we'll see how that improves the food plot. So that's how I ended up creating my small food plot back on my property using only hand tools. Thanks for watching, guys. Please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel, and remember to always seek Jesus.